Your car likely has a secret feature that keeps it from creeping in traffic, and another that opens the fuel door when it's frozen shut. But the same car may hide controls in a touchscreen that distract you when you need focus most. We're ranking 4 hidden winners you should use today and 4 hyped add-ons critics hate. I'll show you where to find the shift lock release when your battery dies, what that gas cap arrow really solves, and how to silence hyperactive safety alerts without turning off protection. Before we move on, please take a moment to subscribe to the channel and like the video. Which feature keeps your car from inching forward in traffic, and which one can free a frozen fuel door in winter? You're about to start using both. We're ranking 4 underused winners that quietly cut stress and save time. Each one reduces distraction or workload while fixing a daily annoyance. The twist is they're already in your car, just hidden in menus, glove box paper, or tucked behind trim. Most drivers never touch them, which means extra fiddling, wasted minutes at the pump, and more effort in stop and go. Let's pull them out of hiding. At number 4, speed-sensitive volume. Set it once and your audio tracks with road noise. As speed climbs and tire roar builds, the system bumps the volume. Roll into a neighborhood or down an off-ramp, and it eases back. You stop chasing the knob, which means fewer glances away from the road. Brands have offered this for years, and it's often buried under audio or sound settings with names like Auto Volume or Gala. The real win is cognitive. You keep attention on traffic instead of compensating for noise. Over a commute, that's dozens of micro-adjustments you don't make, which adds up to calmer driving and steadier focus. Number 3 pairs 2 small helpers people overlook: the fuel cap holder and the fuel filler arrow. Most cars have a hook or slot on the fuel door that holds the cap while you fill, so it doesn't dangle on your paint or knock against the body. Use it and you avoid drips and scratches. Right next to that, the arrow on your fuel gauge tells you which side the door is on. It eliminates the pump shuffle, especially with rentals or a new car in the household. It's a tiny detail, but it saves loops around the station and awkward hose stretching, and it reduces the chance you park wrong, shut off, then restart to move a few feet. Number 2, the emergency fuel door release. When it's 10 degrees out and the actuator won't respond, this is what gets you home. Many cars hide a manual pull just behind the trunk liner near the fuel door. Look for a small cord, tab, or plastic lever, often marked with a fuel icon. Pull it and the door pops even if the electronic release fails or is frozen. This is the kind of 5-second fix that prevents a tow or a late-night parts run. If your manual doesn't make it clear, check the inside trunk trim by the wheel arch. That's a common spot. Knowing where it is before winter hits is the difference between filling up and being stranded with a low tank. Number 1, auto hold. Once enabled, you press the brake to a stop, and the system keeps the brakes applied after you lift your foot. Tap the accelerator and it releases smoothly. It's built for urban traffic and hills, where constant stopping wears you down. You stop creeping forward in line, and you stop bracing your ankle at long lights. Volkswagen, Hyundai, and Kia, and Mercedes-Benz offer versions, and it usually lives under a drive assistance or brake menu, or as a console button. The payoff is lower fatigue and fewer micro-corrections when traffic pulses. That steadiness helps you maintain lane position and attention when the car ahead inches and stops repeatedly. One more quick brand note while we're here. Some regions also get heated windshield elements like Ford's Quick Clear, which clears frost fast and supports the whole low-effort theme. It pairs well with the fuel door release in harsh weather. There's one more hidden piece that can save you hundreds if you lock yourself out or lose power. Most fobs have a physical key inside. Slide a latch to pull it free, and your driver's door often has a concealed key slot at the handle. Pop the cover, use the key, and you're back in without waiting on a locksmith or a jump. Which modern features are making driving harder, not easier? And how do you dial them back without losing safety? Let's flip the list. These 4 get the most complaints, but a few smart tweaks make them livable. Tech creep keeps moving core controls onto glass and multi-function layers. That looks clean in a brochure, but when you're moving, it slows you down. You want to reach, feel, press, and get back to the road. Instead, you're poking at icons and second-guessing what changed. Motor Trend's staff call out this trend as something they absolutely hate, and the irritation lands because it adds glance time when you should be scanning traffic. The fix isn't to ditch tech. It's to set it up so the car stops shouting and starts responding. Number 4. Touch-sensitive steering wheel buttons. The idea is fewer moving parts and a slick surface. In practice, accidental swipes change tracks, end calls, or pop menus. With no click or detent, you can't feel your way there. Human factors research is clear. Tactile feedback cuts errors and reduces the time your eyes leave the road. Several brands, including Volkswagen, Mercedes-Benz, and even Ferrari, have tried versions of this. Your move is to check your car's settings for button sensitivity or gesture control and turn gestures off. If your model supports remapping, assign the most used actions to fixed positions, then train your thumb with a quick test in a parking lot. A small silicone overlay or wheel cover ridge can also give your finger a landmark without looking. Number 3. Screen-only vent controls. Airflow should be a quick flip of a vane. On some touch-heavy layouts, you're dragging a digital nozzle around the screen just to shift air off your face. Motor Trend flags this as needlessly complicated, and they note it can even add cost and repair pain. While you can't change the hardware, you can reduce how often you need it. Save a climate preset with your common airflow pattern if your system allows profiles. Put a climate shortcut tile on the home bar so it's 1 tap, not 3. Many cars let you bind a steering wheel star button or a console favorite key to open climate, which trims the tap maze. Also, bump the fan 1 level higher and set a lower temp. You'll adjust less often once the cabin stabilizes. Number 2. Overzealous safety alerts. Lane keep nudges, collision beeps, blind spot chimes. Helpful in theory, stressful when they bark at shadows. False positives drive alert fatigue, which pushes drivers to switch features off. That defeats the point. Instead, go into driver assistance menus and lower sensitivity or change the alert type. For lane systems, try late or line-only alerts and turn the steering assist down a notch. For forward alerts, extend time gap by 1 step and swap loud beeps for a haptic seat or wheel buzz if offered. Keep blind spot warnings on, but reduce the volume and disable cross-traffic auto brake unless you regularly back out of crowded lots. The goal is fewer false alarms, so you believe the ones that remain. Number 1. Forgetful settings. You pick a drive mode, disable auto stop start, set steering weight, and the next ignition wipes it all. Motor Trend points out drivers want personalization to stick. Resets force more menu dives and more distraction. Look for Last Mode or Remember Settings toggles in Drive Mode or Powertrain menus. If your car supports profiles tied to a key fob, set your preferences under your profile and link the fob so it loads on unlock. Some brands let you create a custom mode. Save it, then assign a hard key or on-screen shortcut to load it in 1 press at startup. Here's the payoff. A few minutes in the menus can calm the worst offenders. Adjust sensitivity, remap any steer wheel functions you can, and pin a climate tile or favorite button so air and seat controls are always 1 press away. Once those are set, your car stops nagging and starts helping, and the drive feels cleaner without losing the safety net. Before you roll, 3 tweaks can help or hurt. First, auto door locks. Set them to lock at speed or out of park if security matters, or switch to manual if you do constant drop-offs. You'll find it under Vehicle or Locks menus. Second, air recirculation. Use it in traffic, tunnels, or bad air. Yes, it's a shield against pollution. But toggle back to fresh air to avoid fog and stale cabin. Third, rain-sensing wipers. Adjust the stock sensitivity so mist doesn't trigger frantic swipes. Quick asks. Set locks to your routine. Recirc for moments, not miles. And wipers to the rain. Not your patience.